All right, another Rich Rules video, another opportunity for you guys to get a free pair of tactical RX safety glasses. All you got to do to get entered is comment below. I select a random commenter in the next video to get one of these sent to them for $0. So we're going to run this up the street right now. Okay, got my rando wheel right here. Got 12 commenters from the last video. And one of you guys is getting a free pair of those goggles. This is going to be live. Had to cobble this back together because my boy Big Mike last time dropped it out of the truck and broke it. So it's got some cobble weld on it. Let's see who's winning. Who is that? Man, my handwriting's bad. Rat Terrier 1369 with the comment, "Glad to see a fresh video from your brother. Rich Rules, baby." Wow. So, once more, comment below. Comment anything you want, any thoughts that are on your mind, whatever. Just comment below. You get randomly put on the wheel, and then the wheel determines who's getting the safety glasses. So, comment below. Make sure you do that. Have your friends comment below. Have your cousins comment below. Have whoever comment below. Get entered into a chance to win those tactical RX safety glasses. Now, let's get on to some side-by-side stuff. Hey, how you doing? You might remember in the last video, we were down in Indy for Cleetus cars with the Badlac, and we experienced a super tough break with the Badlac. Blew it up doing the burnout. But it's not what we're focusing on today. What we are focusing on today is the X3 we brought back with us. So my friend Matt Sanford, who tunes all of my cars and has been tuning all of them for several years now, I think almost 5 years. A couple months ago, he reached out to me, said that I'm buying an X3, what do you think? And I gave my opinion on it, and he ended up with a brand new 2024 X3. He's been wanting to do some work to it, and I said, I got you. So he brought the X3 up to Indy. We took it from Indy back up to my place here in Michigan. He gave me a metric S-ton of parts to put on this thing, and we've also ordered a ton since I've got it back here, which has just been about a week now. So this thing is getting a ton of work done to it. And as of recent, I've been playing around with this thing a little bit just to, kind of feel it out, because it's been a while since I've had a bone stock X3. That's a nice unit. Let's go check it out. Badlac. Look at this thing. So this is the 2024 X3 DS 135 horsepower model. So kind of what they would call a base. So it doesn't have an intercooler on it. Still got the regular X3 engine in it, just no intercooler. What else this thing got? It's got the small dash on it. These do come with smart lock now, so that's cool. Got some light bars and other stuff in here chilling for the future. I think this thing had 200 miles on it, right around there. Let's take a look. Yep, 200 miles. So not a ton. He's did some city driving with this thing. He's did a classic let a buddy borrow it. Did some durability testing on the plastics, but that's what these things are for. He hasn't really done anything to it other than windshield. He has one of these heater deals in it, the roof on it, but that's it. So pretty much a blank slate, and we've got a ton of stuff for this thing. So the birds freaking firebombed the Badlac rather, but this thing has been being used as a storage unit for all the parts he gave me for this thing. So I think we're gonna pull the unit inside and unload some of this stuff. We got a lot to unload. All right, it's inside. This is basically everything we have right now. So he basically went on Amazon, typed in X3 and said yes, I feel. So I don't know the entire contents of this stuff. We'll get to unboxing that later. But over here, I got a couple things that I've acquired for this. So we've got a couple light bars from our friends at PAWPAW. They sent me a couple different sizes for this thing, so we can kind of figure out which size is gonna work best. We got a 40 and a 50. Should be pretty nice. KWI clutch weights for some stuff that's coming in the future. We're doing the Whelen Speed 210 upgrade to this thing. So we're gonna be putting the intercooler, Trill Performance with their fan, the ECU tune from Whelen. We're gonna have to pull the ECU out of this today, get that sent out for the tune. Charge tubes from Whelen. Those clutch weights obviously said that. We're gonna put an RR secondary spring in this. All this stuff here, I mean, these are snorkels. So he bought the Can Am snorkel kit for this thing. So that's a serious kit there. All the inlets, outlets, all that happy stuff. So one of these boxes has this enclosure in it. So he's basically enclosing this thing, putting side windows on it. We got a glass windshield from Can Am. He was super proud about that. That was an expensive piece. We got the wiper and everything that goes with this, the washer. I just need to get to unboxing some of this stuff, I feel, and figure it out. So I've already come up with a name for this. I don't know if he'll like it, but being I'm building it, I get to name it. That's just how it is. This is going to be the PAWPAW X3. So we're doing a whole bunch of PAWPAW upgrades to this thing. You can see here, turn signal kit. He's got a plate on this thing. It's legal in Tennessee to drive on the road, I guess. Along with the enclosure, he's putting a heater in this thing so he can, you know, cruise it all up and down Broadway in sub-zero temperatures if they ever get that. Let's just unbox the rest of this stuff. I'm gonna start opening them up and see what else is here. All right, so I unearthed some of this stuff. So starting out, like I said, we're putting a lot of lighting upgrades on this. Light bar, chase bar over there. We've got 5150 whips on the way for this thing. Rock lights, everything you need in terms of lighting. And speaking of lighting, lighting's not super great in here, especially with that door closed, but it's getting kind of cold out, so bear with me. So we've got this controller here to control and operate all of the lighting. Where did it go? One of these switch panel deals. He's got a 6-switch deal here, so that'll be pretty sweet. You can customize it with the included stickers there to tell you which one's which, so we'll get that mounted up on the dash. That'll look super clean. As I mentioned, it's going to have a street legal kit on it, so, excuse me, just burped up some Taco Bell. Oh. So this is WD Electronics lighting kit. I've installed one of these in a Pro R before, by the way. Pro R, Polaris anything compared to Can Am installing accessories. That stuff sucks. Can Am, again, a winner because of how easy it is to wire this stuff up. So this is basically, I don't like to say plug and play, but pretty much a plug and play lighting solution. I think he's had it opened up already, maybe. So we can kind of dive in here and see what's all included. So this is much like the one I installed on the Pro R a couple months ago, like I was saying. For the front turn signals, it includes new eyebrows. Those lights that, well, just aren't existent on this model because it's a base. So those are going to go right there. Most of this stuff is, like I said, pretty much plug and play stuff, which makes it nice. Going to have to rob power from someplace to power up this box. This is where all the magic happens inside this thing. And then from there it goes to the turn signals, the turn signal stock, all that stuff. So not a huge deal there. Like I said, he's got this heater job here. So this is, this heater actually integrates into the cooling system of the machine. So it'll tie into the heater hoses that run up to the radiator, pull the coolant out of there. So that'll be actual heat. He had that turbo heater deal in there, which those work decent, but this is going to put out some hot heat. I had one of these in my OG Maverick. For those of you who have been around for about 10 years or so now, seen that unit. Crazy to think I've been doing this stuff that long, but time flies when you're having fun. Or, well, yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Over here, he's got this Can Am pre-runner bumper. So we're going to install this on the front of the machine. We'll have to take the front end apart to get that installed. Also, stuff that's not here just yet, he's got some 2-inch forward arms for this thing because we're going to be putting a different set of wheels in the 33s on this machine. And then also, we've got a CA Technologies front bulkhead gusset kit and also rear radius rods from CA. So those will hopefully be showing up here in the next couple days. We'll get working on that. Over here, this was just installation stuff, I believe, for the bumper. Yeah, that's the bolt that goes on the front for beauty purposes. Worn winch. So I have one of these on the Rex 3, and it's a game changer. If you have a side-by-side, you need a winch. Just point blank, put a winch on your machine. These ones work super good. Big fan of these, so that'll integrate nice on the front of this machine with everything else. Chase bar there, like I said. What do we got here? Tablet holder that goes in the center of the unit. If you want to watch some movies. What does he got here? I think this is just wiring for dome light wiring. Okay. Doors for the, or side windows for the enclosure. I think that's some hardware for the side windows. These are the Can Am ones, so he spent some dough on this stuff. Good for him. But that's pretty much all we have on hand right now. That's a ton. Oh, we've also got the wiper motor and windshield washer fluid for the front window like I was talking about. That'll be all super nice stuff. I've seen a couple of these kits installed. Integrates in super nice whenever you have factory made stuff, so that'll be cool. So I'm gonna do what I can do right now and get some of this stuff taken off of the machine. Like I said, I need to get the ECU sent out to Wheel & Speed so they can unlock it and put the tune on it. Also gonna get, I think, the front clip off of this thing. Yeah, we'll just see where I get for today, but not gonna do anything too crazy until the rest of that stuff shows up. And it's kind of Sunday night, so I don't really wanna be working too late on this thing, but let's get this thing torn down a little bit at least and see where we end up. Off for today. Got the ECU out of it. You can kind of see in there, not really, it's kind of dark. Front and rear windshields are off this thing. Front clips off. Yeah, seats are out. Center console's out. Still got to take the dash out. That's going to be crucial because we got to mount that turn signal box inside there. A lot of wiring on this thing, so going to be a cool build. I'm pretty excited for it. Been a while since we've just had basically a blank canvas to do a giant build on, and this one's super nice because it's brand new, hasn't been all mudded out yet. It's just pretty clean. It's ideal. So if you guys have any ideas on what else we should add for this thing, like I said, we got a ton more stuff on its way for this unit, but if I missed anything, drop a comment below, and remember, when you comment, you get entered into a chance to get a free pair of those tactical RX safety glasses. So comment below what you think this thing needs. Again, appreciate your guys' support in this matter. Really looking forward to getting this thing going and getting it wrapped up for my friend Matt Sanford. Go check out his channel. If you haven't subscribed to it, he provides a ton of good tuning knowledge using HP tuners. And if you guys have a late model GM vehicle that you want to get remote tuned, check out his website, tuning-tips.com. Great guy. Super glad to have him as a friend, and awesome to see how well he's doing on the tuning side of things. So going to be a few days before I get back to this unit. I'm looking forward to it. So appreciate your guys' support in this matter. We'll see you in a couple days.